Hello to all our amazing listeners, and welcome back to Mr. English Academy Pro. I'm Emily, and I am so excited to be here with you today for a very special episode. We are going to talk about a secret that will change how you learn English forever.
Hi everyone, and I'm Paul. That is a big promise, Emily, but I completely agree with you on this topic. Today is not about learning difficult grammar rules or memorizing long lists of new words. It is about fixing the one big mistake that stops many beginners from speaking fluently.
Exactly, because so many students think they need to study more, but that is actually wrong. You do not need to buy more books or download 5 new apps today. Before we start, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with a friend.
Yes, please help us grow this community so we can help more learners like you. We want you to watch this episode until the very end because the advice is life-changing. So, Emily, let's tell them the truth about learning English.
The truth is that you probably already know enough English to start speaking right now. You don't need more English knowledge in your head, you simply need more daily practice. It sounds simple, but most people do not do it.
It is like buying running shoes but never actually going for a run outside. You have the tools, but you are not using them to build your muscles. Today, we will show you exactly how to use the English you already have.
We are going to give you deep wisdom and practical tips to start practicing every single day. So get comfortable, open your mind, and let's start this journey together. Let's dive into the first big problem that learners face.
So, Emily, I see so many students who collect textbooks like they are treasures. They have 10 books on their shelf, but they cannot say simple sentences confidently. This is what we call the hoarding trap, and it is very dangerous for your progress.
I know that feeling very well because I used to do the same thing with French. I thought that if I bought the book, I would suddenly own the language skills, but having information is not the same thing as having the ability to speak.
That's a perfect example, and it's a trap that makes you feel productive when you are not. You feel good buying the book, but you feel bad when you try to speak. We need to stop collecting information and start using the words we know.
Imagine you have a box of tools, but you never build anything with them. The hammer and the saw are useless if they just stay in the box. Your vocabulary words are tools, and you must use them to build sentences.
That is such a great image, and I hope our listeners are imagining their vocabulary as tools. You do not need 1,000 tools to build a simple wooden chair. You only need a few basic tools, but you must know how to use them well.
Yes, and for A1 and A2 learners, you have the basic tools already. You know words like go, eat, work, happy, and time. You can express almost every idea in your life with just these simple words.
So, the first step today is to stop searching for new, hard words. Look at the words you already have in your mind right now. We are going to teach you how to master those simple words first.
Now that we know we need to practice, we must define what practice actually means. Many students think practice means sitting at a desk for 2 hours writing notes, but real practice is active, it is noisy, and it involves your mouth.
That is a very important distinction to make for everyone listening. Practice means moving your mouth muscles and producing sound, not just reading silently. If your throat is not tired after 10 minutes, you are not practicing speaking.
That is true. Your mouth should feel like it went to the gym. Daily practice means spending 10 to 15 minutes every day actually speaking English. It does not have to be with a teacher. It can be by yourself.
I love that idea because many people say they have no one to talk to. But you are always with yourself, so you are your best speaking partner. Daily practice is small, consistent actions taken every single day without failing.
It is better to practice for 10 minutes every day than for 3 hours on Sunday. Your brain needs to see English as a daily habit, like brushing your teeth. If you miss a day, you feel strange, like you forgot something important.
Exactly. It is about frequency and repetition, not about intensity or stress. When you make it a daily habit, the fear starts to go away. You stop worrying about being perfect and just focus on doing the work.
So, listeners, I want you to change your definition of studying right now. Studying is not reading a book. Studying is speaking out loud. Let's talk about the biggest barrier to this, the fear of mistakes.
We cannot talk about speaking without talking about the fear of making mistakes. I have students who stay silent because they are afraid of using the wrong verb tense. But silence is the biggest mistake of all because you learn nothing from it.
Oh, I agree, and it breaks my heart to see students so scared. Listen to us carefully. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are actually necessary data. Every time you make a mistake, your brain learns how to fix it next time.
Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall hundreds of times. Does the baby think, "Oh no, I am terrible at walking, I should stop"? No, the baby laughs, stands up, and tries again until they can run.
That is a cute example, and we need to be like that baby. When you say he goes instead of he goes, it is not a disaster. It is just a small error, and you will correct it with time and practice.
The goal of communication is to understand and to be understood by others. If I understand your message, then your English was successful, even with grammar errors. Perfection is the enemy of progress, so please let it go today.
You need to be brave and allow yourself to sound imperfect for a while. The most successful English learners are the ones who make the most mistakes. They speak, they mess up, they learn, and they improve very quickly.
So promise us right now that you will stop judging yourself so harshly. Embrace your mistakes and see them as steps on the ladder to fluency. Now, let's give you a specific technique to practice this at home.
Let's get practical and talk about a powerful technique called self-talk. This is where you narrate your life in English as you go through your day. You describe what you are doing, seeing, and feeling, but you say it in English.
This sounds a bit crazy, but it is incredibly effective for A1 and A2 learners. For example, while you are making coffee, you say, "I am making coffee." You say, "I am pouring the water," and "the coffee smells very good."
Yes, simple sentences like that are perfect for building your confidence and speed. You are connecting the English language directly to your real-life actions and objects. You do not need to translate from your native language. You just speak.
And if you don't know a word like kettle, you can look it up later. This helps you learn the vocabulary that is actually relevant to your daily life. You are building a personal dictionary of words that you actually use.
I do this even now when I'm learning new skills or languages. It forces your brain to switch into English mode without any pressure from others. No one is listening, so you can be relaxed and just have fun.
Just be careful if you do this on the bus or train. But seriously, doing this for just 5 minutes in the morning makes a difference. It warms up your brain and prepares you for the rest of the day.
It really does, and it turns boring moments into valuable learning time. You can do it while washing dishes, driving, or walking the dog. Now let's look at another technique that helps with your listening and pronunciation.
Our next powerful tool is called shadowing, and it is amazing for pronunciation. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating exactly what they say. You try to copy their speed, their emotion, and their intonation perfectly.
It's like being an actor and trying to copy a character's voice. You can use our podcast for this. Listen to one sentence, pause, and repeat it. Try to sound exactly like Paul or exactly like me when you speak.
This helps you physically feel how English should sound in your mouth. English has a rhythm like music, and shadowing helps you learn that melody. You stop sounding like a robot and start sounding more like a real human.
For beginners, I suggest starting with very short sentences and slow audio. Don't try to shadow a fast movie scene because you will get frustrated. Start with simple dialogues, like the ones we are having right now.
Yes, and pay attention to how we connect our words when we speak. We don't say, I am going to. We often say, I'm gonna, or flow the words. Shadowing teaches you these natural connections that you cannot learn from a textbook.
It's true. Native speakers can be lazy with their pronunciation sometimes, but learning that lazy style helps you understand real people when they talk to you. It trains your ears and your tongue at the same time.
I recommend doing this for just 5 minutes a day with your headphones. You'll hear your accent improve within just a few weeks of practice. It's hard work, but the results are absolutely worth the effort.
We mentioned earlier that consistency is more important than intensity, but let's go deeper. Everyone knows the story of the tortoise and the hare, the turtle and the rabbit. The rabbit ran fast but stopped, while the turtle kept going slow and steady.
In language learning, the turtle always wins the race in the long run. If you study for 5 hours on Saturday, you will burn out and quit. But if you do 20 minutes every day, you will keep growing forever.
The brain learns best when it gets information in small, frequent doses. It needs time to sleep and process what you learned during the day. Cramming or studying too much at once actually hurts your memory retention.
I have tried to cram before exams and I forgot everything the next day. You want to build a lifestyle where English is just a normal part of your day. It should not feel like a heavy burden or a difficult chore.
Exactly. It should be as routine as drinking your morning cup of coffee. When you are consistent, you build momentum and it becomes easier to keep going. You stop asking, should I study, and just do it automatically.
The hardest part is the first 2 weeks of starting a new habit. Once you get past that, you will feel strange if you don't practice English. So commit to being the turtle, slow and steady every single day.
Don't worry about how fast other people are learning or moving forward. Focus on your own journey and show up for yourself every day. Now, let's talk about changing your environment to help you succeed.
You don't need to live in New York or London to learn English. You can create an English environment right inside your own bedroom or house. This is called immersion, and it forces you to interact with English constantly.
Start with something simple, like changing the language settings on your phone. You look at your phone 50 times a day, so make it English. You will learn words like settings, messages, and notifications without even trying.
That is a brilliant tip, and it's free and easy to do. Also, listen to English music or podcasts while you cook or clean. Even if you are not listening closely, your brain hears the sounds.
Yes, fill your house with the sounds of English as much as possible. You can also put sticky notes on objects in your house with their English names. Put a note that says mirror on your mirror and fridge on your fridge.
I love that because it is a visual reminder to think in English. Every time you open the fridge, you see the word and think of the word. You are hacking your brain to learn without sitting down to study.
You can also follow English accounts on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok effectively. If you love cooking, follow an American chef. If you love football, follow British players. Make your social media feed a place of learning, not just wasting time.
This way, English becomes a tool to enjoy your hobbies and interests. You are not studying English, you are enjoying content that happens to be in English. This is how you fall in love with the language process.
We are getting close to the end, but this section is very important. You need to stop thinking of yourself as a student of English. You need to start thinking of yourself as a user of English.
A student studies the language from the outside, like a scientist looking at a bug. A user gets inside the language and uses it to communicate and live. You are a user the moment you say hello to someone.
I love the image of the scientist and the bug, Paul. When you are a user, you focus on the message, not the grammar rules. You use English to solve problems, make friends, and get information.
It changes your confidence when you realize you have the right to speak. You don't need a certificate or permission to use the English language. It belongs to you as much as it belongs to a native speaker.
Yes, English is a global tool for connecting humans around the world. Claim it as your own, and don't apologize for your level or accent. Be proud that you are speaking a second language. That is amazing.
This mindset shift takes the pressure off and makes learning fun again. You are not taking a test, you are exploring a new world. So wake up tomorrow and say, I am an English speaker.
Say it loud and proud. I am an English speaker, and I am improving. Believe in yourself, and your actions will follow your beliefs. Now, let's summarize everything we have learned today in our final section.
We have covered so much ground today, from the hoarding trap to shadowing. Remember, you don't need more books, more apps, or more complex grammar rules. You have the tools, you just need to start building the house.
You need to practice daily, even if it is just for 10 minutes. Use the self-talk technique to narrate your life and get comfortable speaking. Use shadowing to improve your pronunciation and hear the music of English.
And please, be kind to yourself when you make mistakes, because they are good. Be the turtle, stay consistent, and create an English environment in your home. Shift your mindset and become a proud user of the English language.
It sounds like a lot, but just pick one thing to start. Start with the self-talk tomorrow morning while you're brushing your teeth. Small actions lead to big results over a long period of time.
We believe in you, and we know you can achieve your fluency goals. You have the potential, and now you have the plan to succeed. Keep showing up, keep speaking, and never give up on your dream.
Thank you for letting us be a part of your journey today. Before we say goodbye, we have something very special for you. We are going to review some powerful vocabulary words from this episode.
Yes, these are 7 key words that we used today that you must know. Let's break them down clearly so you can use them in your daily practice. Here is your vocabulary section for today.
Consistently. This means doing something regularly, every day or every week, without stopping. Example, He exercises consistently every morning to stay healthy.
Barrier. Meaning, a barrier is something that blocks you or stops you from moving forward. Example, fear is the biggest barrier to speaking English fluently.
To narrate. This means to tell a story or describe events as they are happening. Example, I like to narrate my cooking process while I am in the kitchen.
To imitate. To imitate means to copy someone's actions, voice, or behavior exactly. Example, the baby tries to imitate her mother's smile and laugh.
Fluency. Meaning, fluency is the ability to speak or write a language easily and smoothly. Example, her fluency improved after she started speaking with friends daily.
Immersion. This means surrounding yourself with the language you were learning. Example, living in London provided total immersion in the English language.
Mindset. Meaning, your mindset is your attitude and the way you think about things. Example, to succeed, you need a positive mindset about making mistakes.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Mr. English Academy Pro. We hope you feel inspired to start your daily practice immediately.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it valuable. It really helps us create more great content for you.
See you in the next episode, and remember, keep practicing every single day. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy learning.